Alright guys, we are back with some sumo deadlifts. This is our deadlift focus leg workout. So we go through our percentages here. Our 2 sets of 5 with 70%, 2 sets of 3 with 80%, and last set of 90% for at least 3 reps. And the reason why I kind of wanted to use this as a guide, especially on with the angle from the side here, it's just kind of easier to kind of visualize what I'm talking about. And this is something that actually helped with Devin here through this squat session, and that's to think of the deadlift, through this deadlift session, is to think of the deadlift as a push and not a pull. I feel like most of us as bodybuilders, we kind of have this mindset that we need to, I call it kind of muscle up the weight. So we're kind of thinking of, coming up to the bar and we're just muscling up the weight with our arms. Whereas when you think of the deadlift as a push and you're driving your feet into the ground and bringing the bar to your hip, that's where you're going to feel like you're going to activate, more glutes, more hamstrings, more lower back, to make sure that you're using all of your full body to muscle up, to lift the weight, not just lifting the bar with your arms. So it's kind of a concept that I got from a powerlifting lady in my gym. Using the deadlift, think of it as a push. Think of driving, when you're lifting the weight, you're thinking of driving your feet into the ground and bringing the bar to your hip. Almost like your hands, you're not thinking about pulling with your arms. You're not thinking about muscling up the weight. You're thinking of just driving your feet into the ground and bringing your hips to the bar. It's almost like your hands are just hooks and your body's lifting the weight. So this was something that I applied with Devin during this session, and he said it made a huge difference. So if this helps anybody else in trying to visualize that, as opposed to just walking up to the bar and thinking that you need to, arm lift it. So like I said, guys, the deadlift, it's a full body exercise. So I feel like just having that kind of visualization in your head is really going to help you activate a lot more glutes, a lot more hamstrings, and not just focusing on muscling up the weight with your arms. But this is our last sets here, our 90%. For me, with my back issue, like I said, deadlifts are definitely still not feeling 100%, but I will say things are definitely getting better. This was my last set. I went up to 455. Definitely a lot harder than I would have hoped, but I still got 3 on it. So like I said, I'm kind of slowly getting my deadlifts back up. And then this next clip with Devin, like I said, he's kind of switching to, he's kind of a new low bar squatter. So you're kind of seeing where he has the bar on his back. Because one thing I did notice, I don't know if it was just the angle of where I was standing from where I was filming, it seemed like the bar was kind of like crooked or lean. Like if you look here right there, how the bar kind of on the left side kind of dips down. It was something I kind of noticed as I was filming, but I think it's fine. I think it might have just been the angle that I was filming. But this is us going through, after our deadlift, we have like I said, guys, we have a kind of a heavy squat focus day for our first leg workout, and then our second leg workout is a heavy deadlift focus day. So on our second leg workout, you don't want to go heavy again on squats. So we do that's why I titled it hyper squats. So we did just 3 sets of 10 on squats. Like I said, for me, I think I went 2 sets of 275, and then my final set of 295. So I don't go like crazy weight. I just kind of like pick a weight where I can get a comfortable 10 reps. And as you see here, guys, I always kind of like showing you guys my setup. Again, this is one thing I always try to critique with people when you see them totally like lift up the weight and rush back right away. That's one of the best tips I ever got for my squat, was working on my setup and slowing down my setup. It all starts with the lift off and then the slow, like I take a 3-step drop back, let the weight settle on my back, and then start squatting. Like I said, it's a night and day difference if you've never done it. So like I said, this is my first set of 10 reps going through my squats. For some reason, I think it's just, I think I recently watched, there's a really good video on that Lane Norton did on recently on squatting on bodybuilding.com. If you haven't seen it, definitely go on bodybuilding.com And like I said, I'm sure if you just put in Lane Norton squats or something, you'll see it. But he just did a really, really great video that almost just breaks down everything to learn about squatting. It's like a 30-minute video, but I mean, he goes over all the equipment that he uses and the benefits of it, just to breaking down the squat from the setup to everything, the breathing, the squeezing the glutes, just all this stuff. So some of you guys are looking to improve your squat. I definitely highly recommend watching videos like that. I always love watching like really just in-depth videos on squatting techniques and things like that, because it seems like you can always pick up just little cues that might be a huge difference. You know what I mean? For me, a lot of times it was, taking that deep breath to make sure that I'm, staying tight, to keep my upper back tight. One thing that I'm trying now that I got in Lane's recent video is almost emphasizing when I start coming out of the hole, already starting to like squeeze my glutes. I feel like doing that like drives my hips forward even faster, so I get more power at the top of the rep. And then also too, bracing my abs against my belt, since I just started trying to introduce a belt back into my heavy set. So that's one thing I'm trying to learn, is to use my abdomen to brace my abs against the belt. So just a few tips for you guys. Check out that video if you're looking to improve your squat. And that concludes this video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.